Today, I'm going to show you how to lock in profits like a pro. Today, we are on day number 16 on Follow Me on BNB, and we're locking in more profits. We're going to look at the macro picture, and then we're going to dive into the minutia. How do you manage your position on a day-by-day basis? And it's unfolding pretty well, and we've managed to get risk-free and lock in a small amount of profits. But we're going to dive in to the detail. So if you like today's content, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you don't know me by now, my name is Chigir. I'm the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro, featured in the best-selling book, High Probability Trading Strategies, back in 2008, where I only used to focus on currencies, but now exclusive on crypto. So let's dive into BNB. All right, so yesterday what we said in the video, we did a Bitcoin update as well, but we said there's more movement to the downside likely with BNB. And what we said is we're going to use the momentum to help us do mechanical, objective stop loss management. So we said when we get the next bearish reversal, this is on the 4-hour chart, if there's a kind of a pivot high, a swing high, we're going to adjust our stop loss and bring it down to wherever it is. So we're shorting this particular market. So now let's just jump into a live chart with Binance coin. Now, first I'm diving into the daily chart. There's a lot of data here with big price movements. And we have really, so this is massive movements. We haven't been trading this. What we've been focused on is this part here. And really the profit wave hasn't really taken off yet. Hasn't really been taken off. And it's all about patience and consistency because we don't have control over when and if the profit wave is going to take off. But we are managing our position. So we are locking in profits and becoming risk-free so we can trade time and time again without diluting our own portfolio. So this has been the part. We've got a nice movement to the downside. We had a correction and another movement to the downside. What we've been anticipating, is it going to unfold like this? We don't know, is this movement to the downside. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump in. Well, actually, first of all, let me also just show you the daily momentum is currently oversold, meaning that we're in this lower part over here. So we need to be aware that we might be seeing a low being made. It doesn't mean it's going to be, but we just want to be aware of it so we can tighten our stop loss because we're using the daily chart as a higher degree time frame. So now let's just jump into the 4-hour chart. I've just taken the data back to yesterday's video. And what we said in yesterday was we're going to be patient for the momentum to go up. And on the next bearish reversal, if there is a price swing high, we will adjust our stop loss to the new swing high, right? That's what we said, right? And when you're adjusting stop losses, there is more judgment required. We're either going to do it purely on pattern or we're going to do it purely on momentum or clear swing highs. There's a few different ways of adjusting stop losses, but we have to look at how the market's unfolding and then make a logical high probability decision based on the information that's available. So let's now just let the data unfold. It's only like 6 bars since yesterday. It's a 4-hour chart. So the market went up. And notice that the momentum is now overbought in the upper zone. And this movement here looks corrective, like it's overlapping, right? So if we do get a movement to the downside, then we can move our stop loss to the swing high. So let's just unfold the data a bit more. And this is where we are today. This is where we are literally right now. As we can see, the bearish momentum reversal has occurred. And we have got this new swing high. So what do we do with our stop loss? We literally take both positions. We have 2 positions open. One from up here. We're going to take this stop loss to this swing high. And this risk-free stop loss, we are also going to take it to this swing high. So now we are guaranteed profit. Now look, it's nothing to write home about. But the whole art and the science of trading is to minimize your losses. And the first objective is capital preservation. Capital preservation, can we get risk-free in a logical, mechanical, non-emotional way? And then at least we're now in the market going short for the potential for this to occur. Now, will it occur? We don't know. We could just get stopped out. And then we'll look for other setups. Now, the daily momentum is oversold right now, so we're just going to be patient. But that's it. It's simple. Simple, easy, clean. We're using Elliott wave pattern, Fibonacci, price, and time. And today we really relied heavily on the momentum indicator. Now, if you're seeing this for the first time and you haven't done much on Elliott wave, it's probably the best way of reading the markets, because around 50, 60, 70% of the time, the patterns are really, really clear, and the markets tend to move in 5s and 3. 5-wave impulse sequences and 3-wave typical corrections. So I've actually created a Elliott wave Fibonacci Masterclass, which is in the link below. You get full access. Enjoy it, learn it. We're on day 16 on Follow Me on BNB, and we're just keeping it really, really simple. We're using momentum, pattern, Elliott wave patterns, Fibonacci price, and some Fibonacci time analysis. So there we have it. This is a pretty simple update today. Nothing to, the market is really, we've been focused on it from here. We've been patient. There was a short order over here. We made some good profits on this wave. We got stopped out over here. Then an ABC correction. We entered short here and we compounded short here. And currently stop losses over here. So again, nothing to write home about. Nothing amazing other than the fact, the amazing part is what's really cool that we've done is that we're risk-free and we've locked in profit, and our capital preservation has been second to none. That's really, really key and really, really important for long-term success. Now, if it does do this to the downside, we'll get some good profits. But again, we have no control over that, so we can just now be patient. What we're going to be patient for? Again, this is the same thing again. We'll just literally wait for the next bullish reversal and then the next bearish reversal, and we'll just see where the market is. Are we going to get a move to that downside and follow through? Or are we going to get stopped out and we just lock in some small profits and then we just look for the next opportunity? So if you like today's content, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Today is day 16, Binance coin, BNB, follow me. Let's finish on, well, it's not really a quote. I'm going to finish on, I think this was what chapter was this? In my book, it's chapter 6. But there's a section that I write on about trading and investing and swing trading, day trading, what's the difference? But there's a section where I wrote, focus on the downside, not on the profit. So I always trade with 2 units, and I like to think of the first unit as the insurance position. And we want to lock in, well, ideally get risk-free in a logical way, giving the market space to do what it's going to do. But then when it's done something that tells us, right, it should not go back into this point if our wave count is correct, if it is going to unfold this way, then we can put our stop loss to risk-free. So we're focused on the downside, not on the profit. Because if we just trade perfectly, consistently, we'll wait for a high probability edge with, momentum, pattern, time, and price, and all of those coincide, or 3 out of the 4 coincide, that gives us a very high probability of a trade setup. That's one thing that we've got control over. Then it's capital preservation on moving and adjusting our stop loss to risk-free and then locking in profits quite fast with our insurance policy, unit 1, and then quite slowly with unit 2 to give the market lots of room unless there's an indication on actually it might not unfold and we should tighten our stop losses like we're doing. So focus on the downside, not on the profit. And if you do that consistently, that's how you maximize your profit. It's a bit of a paradox, a bit of a kind of like an oxymoron. It's like don't focus on the profit to maximize your profit. Focus on capital preservation, the downside, and just trading perfectly. You want to get into the zone and you want to be the artist and just do it perfectly and just meditate on the chart. And only once a day, 15 minutes a day is more than enough. All right, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and let's see what unfolds for day 17 tomorrow with BNB. Follow me. I'll see you then.